I'm not going to accommodate people on Twitter just constantly if it's just all negative. My poo does not smell like unicorns and roses.
Hello and welcome back to Drama Investigator. Before we get into today's investigation, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I post the tea. Also be sure to go and follow me on Instagram, Drama Investigator, where I spill even more juicy tea. Marlena Stell is currently under fire for issuing an alleged false copyright strike on a beauty channel who had made a video about the beauty community and mentioned Makeup Geek, which is Marlena Stell's brand. Whatever the video was about, it annoyed Marlena Stell to the point where she issued a false copyright strike. So the creator of the video, who goes by the name of The Fancy Faced on YouTube, had taken to Twitter to expose what was going on. Marlena cannot apologize to me on platforms that she has blocked me on, ... Twitter and Instagram. Marlena had taken to her Twitter and had stated, as far as tweets about blocking, I do stand behind blocking anyone whose goal is simply stirring up drama. Any constructive feedback I've received, I do not block. But when it crosses beyond constructive, then blocking will happen. I'm focusing on more important and urgent items in my life and not entertaining anything that is meant to stir up old drama that has already been addressed. Hope this makes sense. The Fancy Faced had then tweeted, is this how Makeup Geek wants to start their rebrand? Marlena has been waiting for a response from me. It's about time you got it. Now Smoky Glow, who is a YouTuber, had tweeted her input on the situation. She had said, this is incredibly up, and there are no excuses to abuse the copyright system in this way. I'm so sorry, Tina. I hope you can fight this, and I hope Marlena Stell will remove this false claim. Even T-Spill had tweeted, hey Marlena Stell, could you please remove this strike? There are a lot of opinions other than a strike if you feel like something was in violation. A strike really affects people's channels negatively and could possibly have the entire channel deleted. The Fancy Face had then tweeted, hurt feelings are not a justification for a copyright strike. I said what I said and I meant every word. Now add to that you are vindictive and malicious. Great rebrand. Major thanks for all the support, guys. I'm so happy to see so many people standing up for me and what's right. Thanks to Glow Smoky and Here for the Tea for using their voices to get a response from Marlena, saying she will look into it. Let's see how that goes. And Marlena Stell has the nerve to be over there subtweeting about people don't get blocked without a reason, yet she has to talk to her team. Oh, so now Marlena wants to remove herself from this situation. I guess Marlena expected to take this lying down, or maybe that no one would back me up. Wrong is wrong. And here we can see Marlena Stell subtweeting, no one gets blocked without reason. If you're stirring up drama or creating false narratives, I don't have time for it. 2020 is about moving forward and positivity, so that's how my space is staying, drama free. I now not only have my own well-being to worry about, but my babies, so I have no tolerance for petty drama. Let's keep it positive and keep it moving forward. Now Marlena Stell had also taken to her Instagram story to apologize, if that's what you want to call it. Now I love Marlena Stell personally, but I have mixed thoughts on the false copyright strikes, because it's not very nice, obviously, and it also can have a detrimental effect to your YouTube channel. Marlena Stell had also addressed the alleged doxing that had taken place. Here's what she had to say.
Hey you guys, I wanted to just hop on here on Instagram. I tried doing hands-free, it keeps cutting out, so I'm like having technical difficulties this morning. I wanted to address some things. I was hoping to post this on Twitter since that's where everything seems to be blowing up. I don't like having to spread this on different platforms just because I know how things in this community get out of hand very quickly. It already has this morning with everyone has their pitchforks out, their torches ready to, you know, torch down my house from hearing one side of a story, and I didn't want to just post on Twitter this long reply and battling going back and forth. I don't want it to turn into that at all. I want to say my side of things, apologize for how I handled a certain thing, even though it came across totally differently than how I thought it would. Just want to explain my part and then just be done with it. So after this, I'm not going to address any questions. I'm not going to be posting anymore. I want to get everything off of my chest, deal with this in one go and move forward. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Okay, let's try this again. Sorry, I had to switch phones really quick because this one, Android, I couldn't get it to work. It kept cutting out when I was doing hands-free. Okay, so yesterday I got a strike on a video from YouTube. I don't even see a lot of the notifications because I haven't been active on YouTube other than just the last couple of weeks. You guys know I took a break since I posted the Dear Influencer video last July. It's been 7 months that this video has been up. So I got a notification yesterday saying there was a privacy violation on there, and I was like, okay, I was trying to understand the email that YouTube sent, and it gave a timestamp. So I fast forward, I was looking at the timestamp YouTube sent, and I was like, okay, this must be from Tina. So I spent time last night trying to go in the back end of YouTube to figure out how to fix the issue, and I was like, I don't even know what the privacy issue was, because I made sure in that video, even though I did share receipts, that I blocked out anyone's emails and such, because I would never put people's contact information out there, because I take seriously people's privacy. I've had that violated on myself, and that's not how I play. So I went through and was like, okay, did I accidentally show someone's emails or whatever? And why is this coming up 7 months later? That was my question too. I'm like, this video has been up for a while. Why is there just now a strike on it? So I realized, I went fast forward to the spot, realized it was Tina from Fancy Face. So I spent last night trying to figure out how to edit on YouTube to do the blurring to fix the issue, because I found out what it was. So in that video, when it came to her section, you see 2 different receipts that are shown, and I did black out the email. But I guess in the first one, her email shows up as just Tina and then her last initial. And then for whatever reason, with the other emails I got from her, it shows the full last name. Total slip on my part. This wasn't intentional. Didn't show her email, it was just the full name. So I was like, that must be the privacy part. Spent some time last night trying to fix it on YouTube. It didn't work, kept giving me an error. So I was like, okay, let me deal with it this morning. YouTube gave an option. It says it has 48 hours to try to fix this or figure out what the problem is, and you can edit. It gave you a link to do the blurring tool. So fast forward to this morning. I see people tagging me with posts that Tina's upset. She posted something saying that I doxed her, which I had to look up what it was. I've heard the term before. I'm like, doxing, what is doxing? And I looked it up, and it says doxing is search for and public, private, or identifying information about someone on the internet, typically with malicious intent. That is not what I did. I had no malicious intent with showing her full name. It was honestly a mistake with that. And so my question is if this has been out for 7 months, why is this all coming out now, 7 months later, when this could have been dealt with earlier on? And I got an email this morning from Tina at 8:38 this morning. I haven't responded yet because I've been in meetings all day today. That's what I told you guys. I've been trying to respond to what I could in between meetings. I'm finally home now. So yes, I will respond to Tina via email, but I'm doing this publicly because now this has created a big public issue where it's spiraling out of control, and that's why I'm addressing it here. Ideally, I would like to do this in private, but it's out there, so I'm gonna address it. So I got an email saying that I put a copyright strike on her video and that I did doxing. The doxing thing was just showing her name. I did not do that intentional. I've already gone in YouTube to blur that out. I wish I had known or had gotten an email from Tina earlier on to say that, and should have striked the video right when it launched so I could have fixed it right away. I did not receive any emails from Tina about this issue, and that's what I was checking with my team today. I called them and said, did we get any emails to customer service from Tina talking about a doxing issue? They said no. We've gotten 3 emails from Tina. They were all from orders over the past. The last one was she was unhappy with some product. We gave her refund. That's only records that we have for that. I was like, okay, so I got my information on that. Fixed the doxing issue. Then what happened yesterday was, because of all of this stuff with the video, obviously she's not happy with me or Makeup Geek, which I figured that after that video of her speaking her mind, me speaking my mind, it was clarified. Things had settled down. Hadn't heard anything for 7 months. We're good. We've moved on. I have not made any contact with Tina since then. Haven't had any interaction with her or whatever, and I found out today that she was upset about the doxing because she found out that I blocked her on Twitter. That's not anything new. She is blocked on my personal Twitter. It's my personal account, and I blocked her. It had nothing to do with her speaking her mind about whatever. It was because I kept getting tagged even after I said my truth video or the sorry, this keeps cutting out and I have to keep doing it in sections. It's gonna be long. I didn't know the best way to do this. So anyways, back to the doxing. This was not an intentional thing. I did not share personal information. I did not share her email. I did not share her phone number, any of that. I understand where she's upset with the last name. You should have emailed me right after that video went up. I would have had no problem trying to fix that, which I've done now that she has contacted me today on that. I am still wondering, why is this coming up out of the blue 7 months later? As far as me blocking Tina on Twitter, I was getting tagged over the last several months after that of her making different comments and such that was all negative. And I'm at a point now where I just am gonna block. It doesn't mean that I hate Tina, that I have some sort of beef with her or whatever, but it is my personal Instagram where I'm going to protect my own sanity. If I have someone that is posting negative things is still upset about stuff. She has my personal contact information. She obviously has my email. She emailed me this morning. Then why don't we communicate as adults to each other that way, and resolve it? So I'm not going to accommodate people on Twitter just constantly if it's just all negative. And if you do feel that way, why are you still following me on Twitter? If I'm truly upset with someone and I'm just blasting negative after negative after negative, why am I following that person? So it shouldn't be a bothersome thing if I blocked you on there. Didn't block from Makeup Geek account. This is my personal. So anyways, that's my side on that piece. As far as the strike goes, I do owe an apology to Tina how that was handled, because this is the first time that me or the company has ever done any strikes. We've never had. I've been on YouTube for 12 years, have never had to do a strike, and this has nothing to do with Makeup Geek. This doesn't have to do with her saying she doesn't like the products. There are reviews out there, people not liking everything, and that's okay. I've never tried to bash that or block people from saying their true feelings on anything that I put out with a company. My poo does not smell like unicorns and roses. I know that. Not everyone's going to love me. Not everyone's going to love Makeup Geek, and that's okay. That's not what this is about. I did the mistake of going through after I saw all these issues. It wasn't just Tina. There was a few other people that were using the Makeup Geek name as clickbait titles to discuss personal beef with me. I know that I'm an owner of a company, but at the same time, I'm still a separate person. So using a company's name, if I own that company, but still using that in a title to discuss personal beef that you have for information that isn't even fully correct. So my issue was, I'm gonna do an apology here in a second, but I didn't strike Tina's video as trying to keep her quiet or whatever. That video's been up for a long time, and I never took issue with it until it keeps becoming a recurring thing of at kind of unassuming times, like why now, why right after rebrand, why 7 months later, why not right after the video? If you were truly concerned about a doxing issue, why not send me an email right away saying you need to fix this through that method? I could have done it right away. So anyways, fast forward to now. I did not know that YouTube was going to take the video down. When I got a notification yesterday about a strike against a video, like a privacy thing, I was not trying to be spiteful to Tina to say, oh, I want this video taken down. It's been up for a long time. It doesn't matter that it's up. I want the title of Makeup Geek to stop being used by her in a negative light for something that has nothing to do with Makeup Geek. If anyone gives a review about products or says, you know, Makeup Geek puts out crap products, or their customer service was crap or whatever, it could be negative stuff. That's fine. It has to do with a company. But if you're still going on about personal issues that we've already discussed for well over a year ago, why are you using a company name? Put my name, that's totally fine. Say Marlena is a shitty person, I don't like her, totally fine. My issue was with the title of taking Makeup Geek, which is a copyrighted name, putting it in the title. So that's where I was coming from. I did not know it was going to take the video down right away. So I'm already reaching out to YouTube. There's this whole process. I have the tab open, trying to get it taken down. I thought it could just be go on the back end. I've never done strikes before. I haven't spent much time on the back end of YouTube, which I know you guys are probably gonna think I'm truly BSing you. I haven't video edited since 2011. So my experience with the back end of YouTube is changing thumbnails. I don't even upload the videos. I have a team or a videographer that does that for me. I'll go in and change the description, and then I go in there and I answer people's comments because that's important for me to go in. That's the limited experience I have. I'm not trying to play dumb. It seriously isn't. I've been on YouTube for 12 years. I've been an influencer, so yes, I know how it is. I did not know that when you try to claim a strike, I didn't strike the whole video. I was trying to get just the title. What I thought would happen was I file a complaint with YouTube saying, okay, this person is using the company name for something that's a personal issue now. How do we get that changed? If she wants to put Marlena Stell, that's fine. Just adjust the title on that. I thought it would do the same thing it did for me, where it gives you 48 hours to fix that, and then we can move forward. But that's not what happened. It took the video down. So I owe Tina an apology for that. I did not realize that it was going to create a strike on your channel. From what I've read, people blasting me on Twitter saying you get 3 strikes, your channel could get taken down. I did not know that, and I'm so sorry. So I am fixing it right now, trying to take that out. I'm doing a public apology, which I truly do mean, Tina. I did not try to put your channel at risk. I know there's obviously beef between you and I that I've tried to settle. I even have it here on my account. It's been since, I think, 2017. And what I wish would happen is, since you have my email, I've reached out to you in the past to say, I noticed you have beef with me. I've reached out and said, tell me what it is, and I will try to amend that. I'll apologize, or even if we still don't agree on whatever it is that you're upset about, that we can agree to disagree and just still be civil and move on. So I don't wish you any ill will. I am so sorry that I put a strike on your channel. I am fixing that. It wasn't me trying to silence you. It was trying to please stop using Makeup Geek for clickbait, for personal drama that has been, there's nothing new. It's old drama. Please let it just be what it is. I haven't communicated you since then. Yes, I did block you on Twitter, and it's going to remain that way for my own sanity and my own well-being. My doors are open through email. I'll respond to your email this morning, but that's the way I'd like to communicate. That's how it should have been handled in the first place. If you just sent me an email saying you doxed me, or this is the point, you did the privacy thing, you have my email. I don't know why you didn't reach out right after that video was done. I would have fixed it right away and we could have moved forward with that, but that's not how it was handled. It's always a public thing. And sorry, it keeps cutting out. I'm frustrated now with how it was handled, because since you do have my private information, you could have messaged me. You could have even been harsh with me, be like, take that down or fix this. And I'd be like, okay, responded. But I didn't get that courtesy just to know that that's what you were upset about, was a doxing. It was not an intentional thing. And I've already gone in and fixed it. And I do, again, I'm going to apologize again for the strike on your channel. It wasn't trying to get that video down. I just want the title of that from Makeup Geek. If you want to change it to Marlena Stell, still put it up. If you have any other issues with YouTube, again, I'll reach out to you through email, so you can do it that way as well. So sorry, I feel like I'm rambling and saying a lot on here. So I figured I owe you an apology for that. But I wanted to explain my side of things, that I'm frustrated that we're now months later, nothing has happened. I haven't said anything ill will to you. I said my mind very factually. I felt like I was really respectful in that video, but I still have a right as a human being to still speak my side of things for things that have been going on for the last couple years. I don't wish you any ill will. I wish you the best. I would rather just communicate via email, but since this is now a public thing, and I'll address it on here, and my apology is sincere, I would like us to just please move forward and stop bringing up old things that have already been said and done. Like, I think we had our both opportunity to speak both sides. I know a lot of you guys are like, why don't you speak to her directly on Twitter? I have her blocked. I'm not going to unblock that. I'm not trying to be petty. It's just, I've made that decision, and that's why I'll address the tweet I did last night too. It wasn't directly aimed at Tina, but I was referencing that, where I've had several people in the last month trying to bait me to get into drama, and I'm very frustrated because I've made a point. I feel like I've improved and not have said anything or tried to be in any drama. I took a great break away from YouTube, focused on me starting a family, focusing on Makeup Geek, and I've just stayed in my lane. And so I'm frustrated now that this is coming out when it's nothing new that has happened. It's old stuff from 7 months ago, but here we are. So I'm not going to address this anymore on Twitter. I'm not going to answer any questions. I've said everything that I have on here. I'm making amends. Wish I still had a YouTube manager for my channel. I haven't in years. I don't know why, because I've been a member on YouTube since 2008. Used to have one. I think maybe just because I'm not as active on it and I'm not, a huge influencer who this is my full-time thing anymore. I don't have a direct contact with YouTube. So I'm sitting here trying to Google research and stuff and all of that. So would love suggestions on how to fix the issue of still having the Makeup Geek name used. I don't care about the video itself. It's just, all I'm asking for anyone out there is, if you have complaints about Makeup Geek and you want to share your opinions on that, put Makeup Geek in the title. It's never been striked. We've never done that before. If it's something personal, please keep them separate, as I hate Marlena versus I hate Makeup Geek. I know it's hard because I've started a company as an influencer and I'm connected, but they're still separate. There's Marlena the human, There's the company. Let's keep them separate, and please stop using Makeup Geek name as a way to get views or clicks to talk about personal drama with Marlena. And again, human, I do make mistakes. Always willing to apologize for the mistakes I have, because I'm not above that. So I do apologize, Tina, for that. Can we please move forward? That's all I'm asking. That's it, I'm gonna say for now. Bye.
What are your thoughts on all this drama? Do you think the copyright strike will be removed? And if not, what does this say about the future of YouTube and content creation? That's all for this investigation. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. My social media will be linked down below, and I'll see you guys in our next investigation.